Hey guys, Brian here, trying to answer the question, should you return to New World, especially with the latest update that just went live yesterday? I'm going to detail some of those changes for you in case you're just generally curious, but overall, I'm going to try to answer the question as unbiased as possible. But as always, all humans have a natural bias, and as an avid player of New World, I clearly think differently than the rest of the internet. But you're here in this video for one of two reasons: either to try and dunk and hate on the game, and I'd love to know why, like how many hours have you put into the game already, or have you avoided it completely, or if you've played the game at some point and due to any kind of situation, you left. And now you're kind of curious to see if now is the update for you. Sound off below when you left and what was your reason, and I can hopefully help give you any more context if this video doesn't provide it. Now, all that being said, New World has just got its biggest update yet, and I want to highlight a couple of the key features and then really give you the yes and the no, because not everybody should return to New World right now. And I know people think that I'm going to be sitting here saying like, yes, the game's perfect, because that's the way the kind of internet assumes things about videos. But no, the game isn't perfect, but there's reasons why I continue to play it, and maybe those reasons, you might enjoy, or there's also reasons to wait and hold off, and we're going to talk about those clearly in this video. First and foremost, within the game itself, under the modes, this has been a new feature. If you've been out for a while, you now have game modes of Outpost Rush and PvP 3v3 Arena. Now, this opens up at level 20, this opens up at level 60. Ultimately, the game lacks two critical things that they need to bring in: cross-server matching. With Outpost Rush and the Arena itself, these are not specific to what is essentially the core gameplay faction warfare of what you see here with Syndicate, Covenant, and Marauders. This continues to evolve, always kind of a good choice to kind of see what's going on. I enjoy undermining various different zones, and this latest update actually kind of brings that more in line, making it even better for me as a longtime player. First and foremost, the PvP reward track rewards you for any level of activity of PvP. Now, yesterday playing it, lots of faction people abusing it and capturing forts, not fighting each other, literally just taking turns capturing forts, getting the PvP experience, getting the assault so they can knock out rewards. And you can see here, I'm only on one page. Literally though, you can see here multiple tracks of pages to unlock. In this case, you can get a gold tier ranking once you've completed 50 of these. And I've been doing all forms of PvP, both Arena, OPR. Actually, that was concerned OPR would be completely dead. Thankfully, it is not. And now we're looking at the 3v3 Arena. Now, I'm still working on my build. One of the things about the PTR that made it so nice was that everybody was pretty much on the same playing field. Here, I've got a little bit more grinding to do. And overall, I've got 300 plus hours with this game. I have been playing since the beta and launch, but the reason I don't end up hating games where other content creators I feel end up hating games is I just play a handful of games. I play Destiny, Final Fantasy 14, and New World, and those are kind of the big three games that I spend most of my time on. I also recently just went on a housing buying spree, got 3 houses, and so my coin has dipped a little bit, but I'm looking forward to building you guys some fishing videos and unboxing videos, and that's why I'm racking up and saving up all these boxes here for a future random video for that. So subscribe if you want more New World news, guides, and content in your feed to this channel. But the Arena is essentially kind of the big appeal, right? That's essentially kind of the big content that rounds out the spring update series, in which we got the blunderbuss, a new weapon added, and it is absolutely a joy to play with. It is my favorite weapon to play with, and as I've continued to level up my different weapon mastery, I'm struggling leaving the blunderbuss behind. I truly enjoy this weapon, but I'm still working on multiple weapons. This fall season, we're getting the great sword. That's on its way. And then essentially this summer we're getting the group finding system, and also a new dungeon as well, which will, I think, round out some PvE stuff. What came for PvE players this round is new mutators, and the Depths dungeon gets mutated, which adds in one of those leveling dungeons and brings it up to level cap, kind of bringing that system to end game. But what doesn't really get added, and what essentially I think what PvE players need, is more things to do, more content to do, and that's not what this update is. The PvP reward players, the PvP players, I think are actually starting to really get something good. I think this is a good start. If you are already playing this game and you haven't left and you were enjoying PvP, I think that just got better for you. I think you're going to find yourself stepping into PvP now with more things to do, etc. And so that's kind of where this update isn't the update that's going to drive the numbers home. This is not going to be the update that's going to bring countless players back. But if you're only playing this game because of the numbers, I would ask you, like, why? Because if it's just that you want to play the most popular game, like right now, Lost Ark's killing it, and I'm not anti Lost Ark, but Lost Ark also isn't for everybody. If you like the world, if you like the aesthetic, if you like kind of in a way, a modern old school MMORPG feel, yeah, this is essentially what New World brings you and brings to the game itself. Plus, it's completely free once you've already purchased it, being that you probably left at some point. This is a returner video. After all, you can literally jump back in for free and update it and see these changes for yourself. Numerous questions and comments always kind of surround about bugs and things like that, and the game is really stable. They've fixed a ton of bugs and issues. One of the things I absolutely enjoy is just all the quality of life updates that have happened just this year alone, and those aren't going to be slowing down anytime soon. So for the player who has left and is considering coming back, honestly, if you were playing with friends, that might be something you want to float and bring them in, because you're going to find more fun being had doing those things together, trying to take land together, just overall questing together. But still, I'm going to tell you hands down, the game needs more work. And that's where I come in. That's where, if you really want to enjoy this experience, you should come back in with the idea that your feedback is going to be very appreciative of the devs. They want to hear why you left and what would keep you coming back. And they have been very communicative. I don't know. I'm struggling with that word. And that's essentially kind of the thing. You can shape the development of this game more so than any other game out there. And that's one of the things that I continue to advocate for. I admire when devs work with players. You can always sit here and say, like, hey, this should have been one way or the other. But if you look at the history of MMORPGs, like literally they should launch on an island and work out all the issues, and then 3 years later launch the global world. That's one of the things I think makes Lost Ark such a success. Plus it's being free to play. Plus bots continue to run rampant, which inflates the numbers, which makes everything, like when you look at it, if you're just playing the numbers game, I think Lost Ark is literally the biggest MMO on the planet right now in terms of active players. If I'm using quotes in that regards, but lots of quality of life has already been applied. Lots of new weapons to kind of run around and play around with. And you don't have to play it like a hardcore player. You don't have to play this game like it's your be-all, end-all. But I would encourage you to check out the updates, see if they work for yourself, and then play. Now, if you're somebody who really wants a fleshed out experience, a lot of content to do, then obviously you're going to want to stay and wait around a little bit. I would maybe encourage you to check back here on this channel sometime in the summer, but more or less probably in the fall. And I hope and I believe, I really do, I really love this game. I really think it's got a great foundation, especially when it comes down to content of an MMO. Generally speaking, you have to have a ton of content to really keep people engaged. And I think this year is going to push that ball closer to the line and get the game closer. But truly a full expansion is what's needed. But why would you want to invest your time now versus coming in later? Well, with a player-driven economy, the ability to level up your skills, to be able to get that experience, to make that money, to be able to have buying power, buying houses, and doing various different things in the game, so that when big content, things like that drop, you're actually well more prepared than anybody else to have a good time and really kind of jump in and help your friends out if they end up returning in a hardcore fashion at that time as well. Now, I've covered a lot of details about what's changed here on the channel, so if you want to go look at any specific things like that, I think you'll get some good insight from here. But overall, I hope you do consider updating the game and checking out the latest round of updates. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with the direction that it's going. I still think you're going to be hungry for more and wanting more content, and I'm not going to blame you, but what you can always do is be like me, and you can play a handful of games And ultimately, you're always happy, no matter what you feel like playing one day or the next. Anyway, guys, I'll keep you updated on the news. I'll keep rolling out guides, and I'll keep making New World content for you right here. Hopefully you stick around with me. It's going to be a heck of a crazy journey, and we're going to see what Amazon does over the next couple of years. Thanks so much for your time, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. But until then, take care.
Yeah. It's time to chill out on the couch and read some comments. That's right. You know me when it comes to Destiny. I'm off with the clan, and I'm glad you're feeling better. Oh yeah.